Good evening. Welcome. Thank you for coming to the Transportation Infrastructure Durability Conference in the evening. I know there's going to be a lot more people here in the morning, so we have a select group here today just to find out how many people are from outside Maine. That's very good, about maybe 40%. That's an engineering estimate. And I'm Habib Dagher, Director of the Advanced Structures and Composites Center at the University of Maine. Tomorrow you'll have an opportunity, hopefully, to go and see the lab as part of the tour. I would definitely recommend that. We're planning to add another 50,000 square feet to the lab starting this September. We call it the Research Factory of the Future. This is next generation manufacturing that applies across all industries. So I'd like to go ahead and go through the notes. The conference planning committee really is what made this happen. And every year it gets better and better and better. So I'd like to recognize the folks who've done it. Jeff Pulver, Director of Research and Innovation in Maine DOT, is a co-chair. Jeff, are you here? Here we go. Jeff, can you stand up? Please recognize Jeff here for his fantastic work. Jeff has been one of the most proactive Director of Research and Innovations, of course, following in the footsteps of a wonderful, and that's Dale Peabody. So Dale, let's give Dale a hand here. And Dale was part of the panelist selection for the conference. Thank you, Dale, for your continued work beyond your work at the DOT. Jim Bryce, of course, he's also helped select the panelists and create the agenda, and he's the manager of TIDC. Nothing here would happen without Jim. He's been a fantastic leader for the TIDC program, came from industry, as you know, and brought a lot of energy, a lot of thought, and a lot of practicality to the whole effort. And Aaron Shank, where's Aaron? Okay, Aaron's right behind me. He's the logistics and communication and marketing specialist for TIDC. So thank you, Aaron. And Jenna, are you here? All right, Jenna. Jenna is the administrative reporting coordinator, administrative and logistics person. Again, Jenna, we couldn't do it without you. I know how hard you worked on this. Thank you. And then, of course, Amanda Collmore. Nothing happens without Amanda in transportation here, right? So Amanda, thank you for Amanda is the education and outreach manager for TIDC and really tireless about wanting to bring middle school and high school students through all kinds of training efforts. She had a transportation institute here this summer brought all kinds of kids from around the state of Maine and beyond. And then we have got Brianne Carter. Brianne? And Brianne is the banker, right? So basically, she makes sure our financials are sound and does fantastic work. And I talked about the building. We're also constructing the Factory of the Future. She's also taken that on, and she's been really helping pull together the financial systems for that particular project as well. Thank you. And Taylor Ward, is Taylor with us? I think she should be with her family today, so I'm glad she's not here. So Taylor Ward also is the communication manager for the Advanced Structures and Composites Center. And let's give her a hand, even though she can't be here with us. Now, the President Sweeney Monday will be here in the morning at 9:30 instead of tonight, so she can address the entire crowd tomorrow as well. I'd like to welcome Ken Sweeney to come and give us a few words. Ken Sweeney and AIT were our sponsor of this event. He's going to come and tell us a bit about AIT and all kinds of things they're doing. So, Ken, are you here? All right. So I'd like to say a few things about Ken. Ken, of course, you can't say a few things about Ken? But Ken is the president and chief engineer at AIT Composites. And he's going to tell us a little bit about where they are and where they're going right now. They're going to a much bigger facility and they're going to do bigger things, we hope. Ken leads the senior management team at AIT Bridges and ensures day-to-day operations are successful and strategic goals are met. He spreads information about the benefits of composites to the structural engineering community through conventions and seminars. He's also one of the leaders fighting for composites to be more prominent in this industry. He tells me, I don't want to be replacing the bridges we built 40 years ago. We want to be able to make sure they last longer. As a former chief engineer of the Maine DOT, Ken provides a deep understanding of the problems we face in our transportation infrastructure. He's truly a leader, thought leader. He's an engineering leader, and we're so glad to have him come and speak to us tonight. Please help me welcome Ken.
Here we are. So building bridges into the next century. What I'm going to talk about today is just how we traveled the path from 2003 to today and where we are and what we've done. So along that lines, first I wanted to do was to thank, Jim, Habib, Bill Davids. Those are the people who have followed us along on our journey. And our journey has been a long one, but it's been a successful one, and we are looking forward to the future. I want to thank TIDC and I want to thank other people. I don't know if there's anybody here from the Army Corps of Engineers or not, from ERDIC, but that's where it all started. So the presentation I want to give today is just about just what it says. It's it's the rising from the ashes. So I'll take us through that. So first of all, let's see, next one. So this is a timeline. This is a timeline of AIT Composites. And Nate, you remember how we started. I came down from wherever I was and said, we're going to start building composite arches. And you said, are you nuts or something like that? I don't know. But anyway, so back in 2003, it started here at the University of Maine, like all the research and all the good ideas that come from ideas that start in research and development. And it started back then in 2003. And as you can see, it worked its way through. It started out with the arches, bridge in a backpack. You've heard about that. You've probably been on a tour at the university and you've actually seen the hockey bag that Habib shows. And that's where it all started. And AIT has been there along the way. So in going through that, you'll see that there's been changes. It's been a rocky road. There's no question about that. Any innovation, anything takes time, it takes patience, it takes persistence. It takes a lot of different attributes that everybody involved with actually commercializing a new product or a new series of products or new materials. It's hard work. So keep pushing that forward. Okay, next one. So who are we now? A Basalt International company. I just got new business cards today. So we've been through several iterations, and this one is a good one. I think this is the one that really helps us take off. But the important thing here is we've kept the same team. And that's such an important thing because a lot of times when you're developing new products, they get bought out, the licenses get bought out, all the different things that happen to a company as they're growing. That didn't happen here. What happened here is the high performing team stayed together. And I'll share with that. And many of these people you'll meet over the next couple of days. We're bringing the whole crew, even, everybody is coming so that you get to meet them, you get to see what a high performing team looks like and understand, the dedication that they have to seeing new products, new materials, research and development to commercialization. So it's a tough road and not everybody is is able to do that. So, but we've got our same team that we started with. Mission, commercialize new technology. Well, it's deeper than that. Part of the theme of the conference here is building bridges into the next century. And that's the way it started. You know, and it's even getting more horsepower behind it now with sustainability, climate change, all the pressures that are on the infrastructure today. And I see that as driving this commercialization and the new products. And research and development doesn't stop. It's always ongoing. And we've been through many of some of the improvements that we've worked with ASCC and developed those improvements. As we find them necessary out in commercialization world, the university is right there behind us trying to help and try to figure out what it is, what are the next steps. And they're even beyond us. I mean, they're 5 years out ahead of us right now, but we'll catch up. So that's me, Brooklyn Bridge, 141-year-old bridge. That really, in my view, is what it's all about. I mean, we're talking about infrastructure. We don't want to replace them every 40 years. We want to replace them every 150 years. And to do that, we have to change the materials. But let me tell you a little bit about Brooklyn Bridge. It's one of the ones that really, as a bridge engineer, I'm so excited about how they got to where they are and why it lasted 141 years. It was full of new technology and innovation of the time. They were using different types of wire and materials and the cables. They were doing cofferdams, first pressurized cofferdams that were being done because of the depths of the water. And look at it today, it's still standing. So that's what we strive for, is sustainability, long lasting. It's been rehabbed a couple times, but it's still the same, pretty much the same structure. Other than I don't think they have horse and buggies anymore. I think they're using more heavier vehicles. So just a little history of that bridge. And I think that's a good way to start this when you're talking about building bridges to the next century. What will the next century bring? And is it another Brooklyn Bridge? Well, I think we call it the Stillwater Bridge. I think it's over there. I think you drove over it. I think that's what we see as the next 150-year bridge. So there's the team. This was the bridge right out in Hamden, the Gristmill Bridge. And I think we've got some other pictures around. And I invite everyone to come see our booth. And we've got some new materials. We got, you know, fabrics and resins and all the things that we use to build these bridges for the next century. And that's the quote I love. Post it in the office. And I think of my grandchildren and I think of their children and what are we going to leave them as a legacy in terms of the infrastructure. I hope not an infrastructure that we're dealing with today, but I hope one that we build that's a bridge of the future. So with that, questions? Thank you. Yes.
Salt International gonna want you to use basalt fibers instead of glass fibers in your bridges?
Well, somebody has told me that. And yes, that's certainly an area that we're going to explore, basically because of its sustainability. And, you know, as you know, basalt is pretty much lava that's run through a tube and turned into a fabric, turned into a roving and a fabric. And it is a very, very environmentally friendly product, although it's got definitely strength and durability and stiffness with it, with that material. So we're really excited about, you know, it's going to take research, you know, that's what we do. And as we're commercializing it, we've got products now that we can generate revenue with. And as we do that, we'll go on to the next level. Any other questions? Oh, 0 time left. Look at that. Are you kidding me? what did I tell my team? I said, they gave me 10 minutes, I'm gonna take 15. All right, thank you very much.
Wait, we have one
Go ahead.
question here.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know, are you working directly with state DOTs and how has the reception been
Very good, very good. We know the states. We know the states that are really open and innovative, and those are the ones that we focus on. Maine being one of them, one of the most innovative states. And I hope that Mr. Polo keeps that up. Whoop, he left. Anyway, so yes, yeah, we work with the states. We're very familiar with the states. I think our experience with working with the states helps a lot in commercialization. Thank you. Any other questions? Seeing none. Thank you.
Thank you, Ken. There's no one left between you and dinner right now. So we're going to go ahead and have dinner and come back here. And at about 7 o'clock, a little around 7 o'clock, we'll restart. We'll give you a little warning. We'll start at 7:10 with Nate talking about a very exciting project he's working on, a $760 million construction project to build an offshore wind port in the state of Maine. It's a big, big deal. It's really excited to have Nate to do that. And after that, I'll tell you about offshore wind a little bit more. So, and then we'll have some questions. So please help yourself to dinner. Thanks. And dinner's right in that direction. So